like we were having an interesting conversation with Francis here regarding Christian youth and relationship. And if you're just joining us, please stay put. We have more for you. So Francis, on to my next question. What does a healthy relationship look like?
So a healthy relationship, one is one where each person within the relationship feels valued, they feel listened to, they feel honored, and they feel appreciated. Yeah. Uh, these are different aspects. Yeah. That the main reason why one person wants to meet another person, we call them attachments. Where I want to attach
Myself
to you. Yeah. Is so that me and you can take care of each other. Yeah. Basically, that's it. That I want to be with you, you can take care of me.
I can take care
and,
of you.
And me, I actually feel there is something about it that I want to take care of. Yeah? So it's a mutual place where the two of us are feeling that we are taken care of and being taken care of. So from that definition, of course, then it's a relationship where, first and foremost, I don't feel I am being forced to be in that relationship.
So like I willingly did it. Like I willingly accepted to be in a relationship with that person.
Yeah. And I don't, if you come from that place that it's me who is choosing, can I say that? I am choosing you, then I am able to show you that these are the reasons why I'm choosing you.
I chose you.
Yeah? I choose you because you have nice hair, for example. Yeah? So the day you change your hair,
does it mean that you will change your how
then
you
I have
feel
then I have a
towards
choice, isn't it? Then I have a choice. Do I want to continue being with you now that you've chosen your hair and I really liked your hair? Yeah. So I choose to be with you. Now, if you choose, if I feel I am being forced to be in this relationship, then what I will feel is bitterness. If I feel that I am in this choice, in this relationship by choice, then what I feel is gratitude and love. Okay? So the first thing is, am I grateful that I'm in this relationship? Or am I feeling as if nikimuacha sitapata mwingine? Therefore, I have to make this mark.
I have to make it work by all means.
Yes. So the other part about that is, do I listen? Yeah, when we were in school, we used to draw what listening. Yeah, listening is not just with the ears. It's also with the eyes. Yeah, kwa hivyo macho ni makubwa, masikio ni makubwa, and a very small mouth. Yeah, so am I listening? Am I able to listen not only to what is being said, but what is not being said? Yeah. So listening is very, very key. Otherwise, I'll never be able to know what are the needs of my partner.
Sure. Yeah, yes. Like you wouldn't know if you don't listen to them.
Exactly. And most of those needs will not be vocalized. Yeah. Like the question you asked me about exclusivity. Below the question of exclusivity is an aspect of trust. Sindio? So
that's where the problem is.
Exactly. So how do you know whether you can trust somebody? Yeah. The person has to behave in a way that is trustworthy. Yeah. And the only way you can, and trustworthy is not it's not me telling you trust me.
You have to trust me. No. Your actions. Whatever you do, whatever you tell me, I should be the one to
to actually
trust you.
Yeah, to actually see that what I do is trustworthy. Yeah. So and that is now my non-verbal communication. Yeah. What about something like respect? Yeah. Respect is, for example, do I value what you say? Yeah. Do I feel that when you say something, it is important? Yeah. Ama is it that we mwache huyo tu? Washazoea kuongea. Yeah. Ama ni mwanamke tu anaongea. Ama
na wanawake tunajulikana tu ni kelele tu tunapiganga.
Yeah. So do I value what you say? Do I feel that do I respect your time? Yeah. Do I tell you?
Do you respect my decisions also?
Do I respect your decisions? Yeah. So that's all about respect. Yeah. And then we can talk about, being honored, yeah, or being heard, you know. All these are important, yeah. It's important that when you're in a relationship, these things are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are learning as much as I am learning. So on to my next question. How should I, or how should one build trust in a relationship? Because I'm sure that's where most fights come in when it comes to relationships. Oh, you don't trust me, you don't trust me, you don't do this and this. So how does one build trust? Though you've kind of touched a bit on it.
So the first thing is to understand that trust has nothing to do with the two people in a relationship.
Oh,
Yeah? Trust has to do a lot with me feeling safe. Yeah? It's about me feeling safe. Yeah? So do I feel safe with you? Yeah? Basically, that's what you talk about when you say trust. Am I safe telling you things? Am I utaenda okay, yeah? If I
am I
open,
safe
yes,
telling you my dreams? Am I
yes,
safe telling you
yeah,
my goals and everything?
exactly. And now if I open myself, nifungue roho,
Roho.
na nifungue mwili, yeah, am I safe with you doing, nikifungua roho, nikifungua mwili yangu, are you the kind of person who would make me feel safe when I'm at my most vulnerable? Ama utaenda useme kale kasichana,
Wewe achana na yeye.
yeah, whatever it is, yeah. So it is more of an issue of safety. Now, safety is a lot more to do with how we were brought up than the person. Yeah. So in majority of times, most girls tend to look for their fathers in a boyfriend. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Most guys tend to look their mother
Mothers in
in
their
a relationship.
girlfriends,
But it's not, you're not looking for the mother, you're looking for certain aspects that your mother had or certain aspects
that
that
your father had.
Yeah.
Like maybe if your father was a protector,
Yes.
so definitely you look for someone who will protect
who
you.
tends to be protective. Yeah. And I like the one you've used. To be a protector, sometimes there's a lot of aggression because if I don't want anything to come near me. So you find if a father was a protector, he probably also was very aggressive. Yeah. After all, if somebody encroaches on my space, I need to be able to
Protect it,
and
yeah.
yes, the same with my family. Yeah. So you find that if the father was a protector, then the lady might find somebody who is also as aggressive.
As the father.
Yeah. And that aggression might be directed even towards her. But her, you know, this is not logical. It's not something that I sit down and I think about.
Then let me
Yeah.
do it.
But you're attracted to somebody who is physically aggressive because your father had
That
as
aspect.
one of the aspects. People have different aspects, but one of the aspects was that. Or you might find that he was again, because protector, they tend to be bigger.
Strong.
Yeah, muscles. So you might be attracted to somebody who is physically big. Yeah. You know, all those small little aspects. Yeah. And they may not be very apparent to you. Yeah. But when I look at you, yeah, I actually form an image in my head of what you are. And the same way you have an image of your father. When you talk about your father, you have an image.
Yes.
So those aspects, some of those aspects are what you get attracted to. So when you're talking about trust, it is, does this person that I am with, how close do they match with that image I have in my head
My dad.
of that person? Okay? Sometimes it matches well,
Sometimes it doesn't.
sometimes it doesn't match. Yeah?
Sometimes a little bit.
But this is the thing about it. Yeah? That image you have in your head is fiction. It's fictitious.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah? So when I'm in a relationship and I really want to build my relationship, I have to be able to understand this is what I want. I'm not going to operate from those things. Because if I operate from those things, then I'm always driven. I'm always looking for a different aspect of my mother. Yeah.
And maybe you might
yes,
end up
yeah,
from one person to the
to
other.
or frustrating my partner because they
they're
will never
not what
really
you
going
want,
to be my
what
father,
you're
my
looking
mother.
for, yeah.
So as a man, yeah, if I'm looking at certain aspects of my mother, if my partner doesn't embody those things, then I'm going to be frustrating her. Imagine me as your husband telling you you should be able to cook pancakes like my mother. If you don't make pancakes like
And
my
maybe
mother,
I've never even met your mother. I don't even know what her
precisely.
ingredient is, what
Yeah.
her recipe is.
Yes, all the time when you make a pancake, I tell you it's not
doesn't
right.
taste like
It
my
doesn't
mom's.
taste nice. Na hiyo umejaribu, umeenda YouTube, umejaribu hata cooking classes.
And I think now that's
Yes.
where there's fights
That is
come
yes,
in.
because you're chasing somebody who doesn't really exist. Yeah, you're looking at those different aspects of people in your head,
Yeah.
which are fantasies because they're not even real.
They're not
Yeah,
real.
I mean, imagine again chapati, very common. Yeah, if my mom used to cook chapati in a certain way, she probably doesn't cook the same chapatis today the same way.
And they're still nice, they're still edible, but you just
That's my mother. Can you imagine me making you
do
yeah,
the same way your mom did.
not now, but then.
Then
And you know, the memory I
Those
have
are
of
two-
those two
those
chapatis
are two
may not
different
have been here.
centuries
Yes,
that are labda.
exactly. Yeah, you know, when we think back to something, we have very fond memories and we think, oh, it was the best thing. Now I'm making you make chapatis today like my memory, and when it doesn't come out like that, I tell you, what kind of woman are you? Yeah. So
who
a
brought
lot of
you
the
up?
times we need to understand, to feel safe, we are chasing an imaginary dream. We need to build a relationship with a real person.
Reality. Oh my God, this is mind blowing. Where, Francis? Honestly, I am learning a lot. I thought I'm an expert in some things. Hey, enyewe. Tembea kwingi utaona mingi. So this drives me to my next question. I know this, it's kind of a cliche, but most people really ask, how does one know it's true love?
So that's a question that is loaded. You're a media personality, so allow me to talk about the media. The media is the one that talks about true love. Boy meets girl, girl
fall
likes
in love.
boy, yeah? Boy kisses girl, girl stores curl in her shoes, ama kamguka naenda hivi, eh? And they lived happily ever after.
Fairy tales.
There is almost some truth in that, the first part of a relationship is mediated by a lot of chemicals in our body. Yeah, and these chemicals make us feel, oh, yeah. We have the different feel-good hormones. Yeah, so the first few days you see that girl, and all these hormones explode in your body, and nothing exists. Yeah, except just the
her,
yes. Yeah, she texts you and your heart goes flip-flop. Yeah. However, that feeling of intense liking and everything else, which is a drug, it's actually a drug-induced sensation by your body, comes to an end. Yeah, and you know, you'll always hear that people get married. Yeah, they meet, they like each other, they fall in love, then they get married.
Yeah.
When they get married, your siku, after 1 month, she doesn't answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but it's kind of common these days.
It's not only these days, it's always been like that.
But I don't know, maybe I've become more observant these
Yes.
days, and it is really, really common.
So the thing about it is, once you're in love, you have this cocktail of chemicals in your body that makes you high. That you think that your partner is the one who makes you high. So you see your partner, your body responds, you get high.
Person.
Yeah. But after about 2 years, this cocktail of chemicals stop being produced by your body. Yeah. And therefore your partner stops making you high. Hapo ndio shida zina.
You now become sober.
Yes, now you become sober. Now you look at somebody and that's when, why did I like this person in the first place?
What was I thinking?
Exactly. However, please note, if you leave that person at that particular point and you go to another relationship, you will get another highness, intoxication. And therefore, there are people who actually enjoy falling in love because it's an addiction. They move from one partner to another partner to another partner because they're always high. They have somebody who makes them feel nice. Yeah? So the myth is true love actually begins when those chemicals stop.
When
Yeah?
you're both sober now.
When you're both sober, now you can look at each other and say, you know what? I actually like waking up with you. I actually like when I make you smile. Yeah? I like listening to you laugh. I like doing things for you. Yeah? I like spending time with you. I like getting gifts from you. Yeah? Those when the chemicals stop, yeah, and you still enjoy to go for a walk with somebody,
Yeah.
you enjoy doing things for them, you enjoy spending time, then that's what is called true love.
Hey. So true love, it's not like what we see in the movies.
Yes. But they all, please note, all the movies that have true love, they end just before people get married or just at the point of marriage. And generally speaking, those chemicals will last after marriage 3 to 6 months. Alafu ziishe.
Now reality hits you.
Then reality hits. Yeah? It's actually a period from the time you meet somebody to the time when those chemicals get out of your system is between 2.5 years. Yes.
Okay, now on to my next question. As Christian youths in a relationship, is intimacy really necessary?
No. No. And by intimacy, I hope it's sex.
Yes.
Yeah? No, it's not. Yeah? So, one of the things about sex is that the main reason we have sex is so that we can have kids.
Procreation, yes.
Yeah? It's the main reason. Then we as human beings have also said that sex feels good, so we can also do it to build a relationship and to keep people interested within their relationship. But the main purpose
was for procreation.
Procreation. Yeah. So when you are having sex when you're 18, 19, 20, are you ready for the consequences? Yeah?
Yeah.
The other aspect of sex is that closeness, in that during sex, it's just not the act. There are a lot of chemicals
a lot
and
of things happen,
emotions that you open yourself to, and in a sense you open the other person to. So there's a sense, in a sense, a meeting of spirit, or a meeting of, it's such a deep connection. Yeah, are you
ready for that?
Are you being responsible when you invite somebody that deeply to commune with you that deeply? Yeah, are you willing to take the responsibility about how they are going to feel thereafter? It's not a decision that should be taken lightly. Yeah. So the fact is, no. There is no. You shouldn't be open to intimacy. Yeah, unless it is for procreation, or it is at that stage in life when it's about closeness, and that only really happens after after marriage.
Yeah. There you have it, guys. Not my words, from the experts. So my last question: what brings about infidelity in relationships?
So again, I like defining terms.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So when we say infidelity, what are we actually saying?
We're talking about the other person cheating on their spouse, or
yes. Again, I like the word you've used, cheating. What exactly are we doing?
Having an affair or having another relationship behind your partner.
Either behind or beside or in front of or whatever it is.
Yeah, so the main point is having a relationship with another person who is not your partner.
So again, for the sake of clarity, lawyers speak. I don't know whether you've heard how lawyers say, for the sake of clarity and dispersion of doubt. At the point where we are saying there is cheating, me and my partner have agreed we are exclusive. Has that happened?
Yes, it has happened.
Because even in marriage, yeah, just because we're married doesn't mean we have agreed. Yeah, there is a step that needs to be taken where people actually need to agree. Yeah, that we're exclusive. You're mine, I'm yours.
Yes.
Yeah. If that step hasn't happened, even if we get married, possibilities will always be there. Okay. So it's a decision at some point within the cycle of courtship, or within the premarital formation, or as you're discussing, yeah, to discuss, are we really exclusive? Are you really mine? Am I really yours?
Yes.
Yeah, because with that comes a certain psychological expectation. Yeah. So have we done that? Yeah. Two, have we agreed that there is no other person?
Other person.
Those small things. Yeah. So what would drive somebody else to infidelity? Definitely one is that they feel that their needs are not being met. Yeah. And please note, needs are wide. Remember that example we were talking about here of chapati? Yeah? I don't like your chapatis because you don't cook the way I think my mother used to cook chapatis. Therefore, I can look for now a woman to cook chapati for me.
Cooking chapati for me.
That is that's cheating in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about, so when my needs are not being met, and please to say most of the needs are up here, they're not, yeah? When I feel ninadharauriwa, how do I say that in English?
Yeah, also
I'm not
like
being,
disrespect.
exactly.
Kind of,
Am I, so again, my needs are not being met, one or another. I'm not meeting your needs, you're not meeting my needs.
So I think that takes us back to the drawing board about my needs. Does it mean that I as a person or I as a partner, I should lay down my needs, like this person needs to know?
That would be
that
very
the case?
good. That would be very good. But better than that, I think, is to be sure that what you need is actually what you need. That means you really have to know what it is that you need.
No, that's another problem with us women.
Yes.
To be honest, like we know what we want, but we don't know what we need, and we don't know what we don't want or what we don't like.
Actually, most people know what they don't want. There's a book by Miles Monroe, for example, where he talks about meeting the needs of men and women.
Yeah.
There's also another guy called William something. His needs, her needs. Those are very good places to actually define what are the needs of a person. Yeah. And they say the needs of a lady, for example, are security, to be admired, to be listened to. Yeah. To have financial security. Yeah. For a man it is respect, sex, have his own place, express his own aggression. Those are things that we can actually say we need. Yeah. The thing is, do we know that we need those
We need
things?
them.
Yeah. And do we know, for example, that the other person has needs that they probably may not be able to say
To
out?
speak.
Yeah. So when we feel our needs are not being met, then we go out.
But either way,
Yes.
it's not acceptable. Infidelity or cheating is not acceptable, whichever the case. My 2 cents.
And my question is it not? Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely there is a space where people need to be able to discuss that you're not meeting my needs, I'm not meeting my needs.
yes.
And I feel if we can agree that we're not meeting each other's needs, then we can either modify how we relate to each other or end the relationship. In majority of the times, infidelity comes when I feel I have to be in this relationship despite the fact that my needs are not being met. Or I feel that I'm going to lose this relationship. Therefore, wacha niende nje nitulize to shetani twangu, then when I come back I am able to
save this
yes.
relationship.
Yeah.
Because you find a situation whereby two people that are actually in courtship and they had agreed no intimacy at all costs until marriage, only for this other partner to find out that their partner has been going out there behind their backs. Could that be the reason?
No, that's not a reason. The reason is, okay, we know that if the person may want to have sex for whatever reasons that he has. After all, we human beings are sexual creatures.
Yeah, that's real.
So the question is, him trying or her trying to put a front that I am this kind of a person, yeah, when they are really not.
So it's some sort of a facade.
Yes, so I would say, for the sake of, after all, I'm in church, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to be seen as a Christian, yeah? But maybe I'm not, my behaviors are not very,
my actions.
yes, yeah? So here I am. Remember what we said about behaviors?
Yeah.
So, for example, I've already started enjoying sex, yet I want to be seen as a Christian. Yeah, can you see where the disconnect is in that? Yeah. So if I do not know myself, yeah, then I know that I cannot be accepted by you because my behaviors are wrong. Yeah. Therefore, I want to cheat you to think I'm somebody who is different. However, if I accept myself and I know myself, and I believe that I have a relationship with God defined despite my shortcomings, then I know that I will find a person who will take me for who I am.
So it's all about expressing yourself, telling the person this is who
First
I am.
of all, knowing
who
this
I
is
am,
who I am.
What
I am
want,
a sinner and I am not perfect. I will want a person who understands me from that perspective. So I don't have to cheat you that I am this person when I am not.
Yet I'm not. That's amazing. I mean, I'm still digesting this whole conversation, and this is one conversation where we cannot finish, or it cannot end in one sitting, and I'm hoping we'll have more discussion on this, like to be continued.
Yes, we can have more and more
Because
conversation.
there's so many, like I have so many questions and so many clarifications I would need from you, and so I guess we'll have to call it a day, and we do this again next time.
All right.
And so maybe just tell our viewers, anyone who is in need of your services, how they can get you.
So first and foremost, I work best and I work most with people who are married because I believe marriages are where it all begins.
Yes.
You know, when people are drug addicts, it's because there's something wrong with the parents. Yeah. So I work a lot with married couples to strengthen their relationships. Yeah. And I can be found at mshauri.co.ke.
Mshauri.co.ke.
Yeah, mshauri.co.ke. That's, you can go to the website and book a session and see what else I do.
Maybe your social media handle somewhere.
So Life Mentors. If you look at look for me at on Facebook as Life Mentors. Yeah, even if you type Life Mentors Kenya, you get to see me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you want his contact, unaweza niona kando. That has been it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you next time. Adios.